Brought to you by Penguin.
Prue and Me. Written and read by me, Timothy West. Also featuring the voice of Prunella Scales. Introduction. You know, we've always regretted not being able to get married in a church, Prue said to me one day. It was late 2003, and we were staying with a friend of ours, the now late Canon John Hester, just outside Chichester. Yes, I replied, not knowing what was coming next. Well, why don't we have it blessed in a church? Not the whole ceremony, of course, just the vows. I knew immediately that Prue's suggestion was not something that she had simply plucked out of thin air, and that she had probably been considering it for quite some time. As such, and despite it coming as a surprise to me, I felt it deserved my full and wholehearted support. As King Lear says, "Oh, reason not the need." "What an excellent idea," I replied enthusiastically. "As we're here, why not ask John if he'll officiate?" "All right then," said Prue, "I will." Canon John Hester had been a friend of ours for many years. As chaplain to the Chichester Festival, he was well known among the acting community, and in 1985 he had been appointed canon and precentor at Chichester Cathedral. When we first met John back in the 1960s, he fascinated us. Hailing originally from Hartlepool, he was rector of Soho from 1963 until 1975 and acted as chaplain to at least 50 strip clubs. In one of his obituaries in 2008, it was claimed that he had once declared that a striptease performance is a display of beauty, sipped and its bouquet savoured as one might do with a rare and delightful wine. Always a very liberal man, he had also been one of the few clergy in the Anglican Church to openly support and applaud Monty Python's Life of Brian, whereas the majority labelled it blasphemous. But it was in the theatre where John's heart truly belonged. In 1942, at the age of 15, his father had taken him to see a performance of Macbeth starring John Gielgud, and claimed that afterwards he'd been hooked. Unsurprisingly, John shared our enthusiasm, and as well as offering to take the ceremony himself, just as we'd hoped, he suggested his local village church as the location, which was St Andrew's in the charming village of Oving. "I'd keep things low-key if I were you," he said. "Just a few of your nearest and dearest. Then afterwards we could go off for a bite to eat." We happily accepted John's suggestions, so it was all systems go. "Happy?" I asked my new fiancée. "Oh, very," she said. "A perfect day." When Prue and I were married in 1963, such was our financial situation that the suit I wore had seen much better days and was somewhat ill-fitting. Although we didn't choose anything too elaborate, we made up for this by purchasing something especially for the occasion, myself a new suit that actually fitted me, and Prue a white trouser suit with a longish coat. My daughter Juliet was in charge of Prue's hair and makeup, and when they joined me in the dining room, prior to us leaving for Chichester, Prue looked, as she always does when she dresses up for a special occasion, effortlessly stylish and incredibly beautiful. "You could at least have made an effort," I said jokingly. "You look marvellous, darling." "It's all Juliet's doing." "Now, Prue," I said, "today is not a day for self-effacement." "Sorry, darling. Shall we go?" Prue's devotion to me was matched only by her devotion to the service. For as long as I've known her, she's been a robust defender of the 1662 Book of Common Prayer. Subsequently, when it came to us preparing the service, this is where we found the text. "Whatever the English speaker's faith is," Prue once said to me, "if they don't understand the Book of Common Prayer, then they are not going to understand English literature. It is the language that inspired Shakespeare, and we dismiss it as old-fashioned at our peril. It gives everyone a chance to take part in a beautifully written play. As well as..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?